All right, so for today we are going to be talking about foreground, middle ground, and background again. But today we're doing it in a really fun style. We're going to be doing some paper cutouts. And we're going to be able to design our own scene. You can see all of my scenes, they're pretty different right now. You can do them daytime, nighttime, either way. So the only thing that you guys will be needing today are 3 sheets of colored paper, any color. Any colors that we have left. They could be white, they could be blue, they could be black, any colors. It does not matter. These are the colors I'm using today. So that's all we'll need. We'll need 3 colors. We also will need our colors. Any crayons will do. It doesn't matter if you just have an 8-pack or if you have a 24-pack. All of that will be great. So the first thing that we're going to need to do, we're going to need to determine which color we want to be our background. Any color can be our background. I'm going to want my purple to be my background. So in our background, all we're going to do, we're going to design a background. So whether if it's going to be daytime, nighttime, if we want clouds, if we want birds in the sky, go ahead and think about what we want and design that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have a nighttime scene. So I'm going to want to draw a beautiful moon. In our last video, we had a crescent moon too, so I'm adding that on. And I still think it might be nighttime in mine, but I think I still want some clouds. I'm just gonna add some clouds. Of course, like I said before, you can add anything that you'd like. You can add clouds. I have a little cloud right here. And one right here. Add clouds, add stars, add birds, have it daytime, nighttime. Anything will do. But with this, we're also going to have a goal in mind. We want to get all of this done in about less than 30 minutes. So I'm going to try to spend no more than 5 minutes on each part of my landscape. 5 minutes on my background and 5 minutes on my foreground and 5 minutes on my midground. So this is our background. There we go. I also think I'm going to add some stars. It's nighttime for mine. Let's make little T-shapes. I'm not going to draw anything too low because we are going to have a midground and it might get covered up. So that's going to be my background. And of course, you can have it daytime, nighttime. You can have birds, clouds, anything you'd like. All right, so that's my background. I'm gonna go ahead and set that aside. My next paper will be my midground. So that's the middle of our artwork. For our midground today, I'm gonna make some hills. And your hills can look however you'd like. I think I'm gonna have my hills look like this. Oh, there we go. I think that looks very nice. And then of course we can leave them like this, or we can continue to add color. I'm gonna add some colors in mine. add some yellow too. I think I'll also add some blue, more blue. That's how I like to do mine. Give it lots of lines. Of course, you can just color it in. And that's always fun. I just want to add some fun colors to mine. I can't really see that color. I wonder if I can see orange. There we go. Oops. There we are. Of course, we can always move around the paper. Move mine a little higher. And of course, you can always color this more in. I'm gonna have some blue in this too. Some light green. Oh, the light green shows up pretty nicely too. There we go. You can add more detail into yours. You don't have to do the exact colors I'm using. You don't even have to do it in the same exact way. Kind of want to look like I have lots of colors, maybe like lots of rows of flowers like we've had in the past. I want to make sure the edge of my papers are looking nice too. All right, there's some more green right here. I think I'm gonna call that done for my midground. So once again, I'm just going to leave that aside. You can kind of see how it's turning out now. I didn't go more than halfway. So I know that this is going to block all of my background. Alright. And now I like to call this part my favorite part. It's where we're going to have our midground. So we're going to have all of our detail. We can add in people. We can add in all types of things. And for mine, I want a beautiful little house. I wonder where I'm going to put my house. You can add your house anywhere. We're going to keep this part really low. So even further down in the middle. Alright. So in my house, I think I'm going to add... I think I'm going to have it somewhere near the center. So I'm going to draw 3 lines. Like that. And just connect them. There you go. That's my house. Oh, there you go. I can even zoom in. So you guys can really see me draw my little house. I think I'll add some windows. A nice little door. Maybe a window up here. And of course, we can always color things in. I'm going to add beautiful bushes around. And just some greenery. I'm gonna put some bushes in my house. He just some nice greenery everywhere else. Just adding in some little bushes. And like I said, you can always add more detail. I think I'm going to add some flowers to mine. I'm probably also going to draw some trees that I'll be able to cut out. And of course, you can always pause at any time and work on one part longer than the next part. These are yours, so feel free to always do that. I like to add lots of different colors in mine too. I want it for darker back here. And a little lighter up here. Maybe some darkness right here too for my little bushes. There we go. That's some beautiful flowers. The colors do not matter. You can always add different things in the background too. You may want a house with like a little car. You may want a house with a garage. You may want to just draw your house, and that's perfectly fine too. Alright, I'm gonna start adding some details. That's what really pulls our work together. Is all of our little details. I actually think I want a pink house. Ooh, maybe I want a chimney too. Alright. Yeah, some blue flowers. I'll draw a little path. There we are. And then I'm also going to draw a few trees. The trees will be easy to draw. And I'm just going to give it a nice tree shape. You could draw more trees. You can even draw bushes if you'd like. I'm just drawing these. The top of my page will kind of look like that. And we'll cut them out. Maybe add some darkness to it too. We've talked about foreground, middle ground, and background before, at the very, very beginning of the year. It's been a very long time. I think doing it this way is super fun too, because we really get to put it together ourselves. We're drawing every single part, and we know what's behind our foreground, and we know what's behind our background. Make sure that's really nice and solid. There we are. So the only thing we have left to do now, we have our background, we'll have our foreground, we'll cut it out. Glue it onto our background. And the same thing with our foreground. I'm just going to cut around it. And I'm going to keep this video this length. So this is about as fast as we want to do our work. This is my very foreground. This is what's in the very front. So there we go. We have our foreground, our midground, and our background. And our trees. Our trees, we can glue them down. Wherever we think it's appropriate for them to be. Doing a tree way far off in the distance. Or do we want a tree really close to our home? Like that. This is also a good way to practice perspective. The further something away, the smaller it is. And the closer it is, the larger it is. Because if I switch these two, I know this tree is going to be a lot larger than this tree. I think I like mine like this though. All right. I'm gonna give mine a little coat of glue. And then we'll be all done. Just measuring it right up, edge to edge. There we go. Edge to edge. Giving this a little piece of glue on the top of my house. There we go, just like that. And of course, the very last part. Going down my trees. I want this tree here. I want that tree. Right here. And there we go. We have our beautiful landscape. So hope you guys had a fun time doing this, and I'll see you guys next week for our very last art lesson for the year. It's been really great so far, so hope you guys have fun, and I'll see you guys next week.